start or initialize a series of actions. Here we're using the space bar. And there are a couple other really cool things that we can do with Scratch and with our sprites. So one of those is change the colors of the sprites or of backgrounds. So if we go ahead and go to looks, these purple blocks, and you scroll down a little bit, you can change the color effect by a certain number. So let's go ahead and drag that block out. We'll click it in down here. So this basically will change the color of the cat by an effect of 25. Let's see what happens when we do that. And you see the sprite has changed color 3 times. So what happens if we change this to 15? All right. And you'll see that now that it's a lower number, he's changing more different shades of blue. So what I want you guys to do is take a couple of minutes and play around and see if you explore changing the color of your sprites. Alright, so now that you've played around with the color of your sprite, which you can see here, now he's pink. Something we haven't done that's really cool that you can do with Scratch is add a background. So to add a background or a backdrop, you come down here in the bottom left-hand corner and click on this Choose Backdrop from the library. And there's lots of different options here. Anywhere from the beach to a castle, urban environments, schools. Let's see. Let's put our Scratch cat on a stage. All right, and we can drag him down here on the stage. So that's one way that you can add a backdrop. You can also upload any backdrop from a file on your computer. So I have this backdrop as my computer screen backdrop. And so here's my cat at the Great Sand Dunes. So I want you guys to try choosing a backdrop from the different options and setting it. And you could also, if you have time, find a backdrop online that you might want to use. Customize our sprites, which is this cat over here. So make sure that you have your sprite selected, and then you go over to costumes, and you'll see these 2 cat costumes that we've seen the whole time. But maybe we want a totally different sprite. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. And then you can choose one from an existing library, and there's lots of different options. I think I want to try out this penguin. I love penguins, they're my favorite animal. But, and now I can go ahead and delete this other cat. So I want to just use a penguin. Maybe I want to use more than one penguin costume. So I'll also get that penguin. So maybe I want a different color penguin without using the color changing blocks. Cool thing that you can do is customize your sprite. So if you click on this paint bucket, and I can change the color, I can have a green penguin. Maybe I also want to add some little stars or something around my penguin. I can draw around him. I can also customize this penguin. Make him green like the other one. And maybe this time I'll have some hearts or something. It's kind of not the best heart. That's okay. So I've got my two new custom sprites, and you'll see they show up over here on the left. If I come back over to scripts, remember we have this control block up here that says when the spacebar key is pressed. We're going to repeat these blocks, move 20 steps, play the drum, switch costumes, move 20 steps in the opposite direction, and then change the color effect. I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. But so when we press the spacebar, we see that our penguin moves. Alright, so what I want you guys to do is I want you to try making your own sprites or using sprites from the costume library. Alright, and then we'll try out some other cool stuff when you're done with that.